Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with the most difficult deck in Clash Royale. If you want to put your skill to the ultimate test and see if you're one of the best, this is the deck to do it. With one of the fastest viable cycles in the game coming in quick at 2.6 elixir and absolutely no buildings, there's no room for mistakes. You have to make decisions quickly and all of them have to be precise to keep your firecrackers and mini pekkas alive. If you mess up once and let your opponent's bridge spam invade your tower, you're done for. Since you have a Hog Rider cycle deck, you don't have destructive damage potential. You're not running Golem Clone. All of your damage is built up from firecracker hits, Hog Rider paper cut chip damage, and earthquake cycling when you really need to. Whether it's getting the most from your 1 elixir cost cards, memorizing your opponent's card cycle and the interactions, or making predictions to protect your firecracker so your opponent can never remove it, this deck requires a ton of skill to actually be played properly. So naturally, pro players love playing this deck. Every time I play it, I get a bit better, so let's go jump straight to some games, improve at Clash Royale, and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. Thanks to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to support the channel. Time to play the highest skill deck in Clash Royale and see why so many people were doing 20-win challenges with this deck. Honestly, it doesn't have a building. You have to play really well if you want to break through your opponent too. Okay, you know what? This is working out way better than we thought. We are playing against someone with a furnace and a spawner deck, and we are running Earthquake. So that's awesome. A lot of times when I run Earthquake, I find myself in a position where my opponent's got Sparky or something, and I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of tickling the Sparky. I don't feel like I'm doing much, but maybe it's some semblance of moral support or something. Oh, this is mid-ladder for you. Playing against someone that's got Pekka and also Electro Wizard with a random furnace in the deck. So gonna have a lot of interesting answers to our Hog Rider. And of course, it wouldn't be a match if you didn't have arrows for my firecracker. So I'm ready for the challenge and see if we can pull this one out. Oh, arrows and zap. Oh, my bats are gonna get useless. Okay, so at least we can get the zap out so that maybe the skeleton's gonna distract more, but this is going to be the challenge that you guys are going to be like, how are you ever supposed to beat this deck? And we'll see if it's even possible. I think with this deck, you can outplay everything if you play well enough, because the card cycle is so quick. Even if he has arrows, he might not be able to get back to it for this firecracker. So that's what I'm guessing on right now. And then the Hog Rider doesn't get hit by the Mega Minion or by the Pekka. That was insanely good for us. I'm happy about that. Let's go, guys. I'm going to Earthquake the damage down the furnace and make sure that the Fire Spirit that spawns is going to get damaged too. Oh, the second one doesn't. Well, it is what it is. If I Ice Golem right now and I kite the Fire Spirit to the other side, does it hit the Ice Golem? No! Fire is melting ice, guys. Pokemon knew it all along. All right, we're going to go in for a log here and then push back the Valkyrie. So after he logs or goes in for the zap or whatever small spell he wants to, we're going to be able to keep our tower alive. Oh, the Ice Golem headbutt the tower. OP strategy, guys. That's our Wink edition right now. He's going to activate King Tower the Pekka, and then he's not going to have it in the cycle for the Hog. I thought he was going to go in for a Pekka like right here, and then he didn't. Oh, wait, what? No way. The Hog Rider was looking at the furnace, and it's like, nah, Jake, I got you, fam. I got this defense on lock. But here's the scary thing. He's got Pekka arrows, and I don't have a good counter to Graveyard besides Earthquake. So what I'm planning on doing is bolstering down and trying everything I can in the book to defend this. He's going to zap on my bats. He's going to make me a sad sir, but maybe we can find a way to win this. All right, we're going to go in for a log. I'm going to have to go in for a firecracker. Go in for an Ice Golem so that we can kite everything. Make sure that we don't drop anything that's in the ground because it will pull the Pekka backward.
Fight me, coward! Coward!
I'm going to log on defense. Stop the bleeding. Stop the Electro Wizard and the Mega Minion from locking onto my tower. 17 seconds remaining. I think we got it unlocked, baby. There's no way you're going to get back to another graveyard. There's no way you're able to break through. We walk with a win.
A few packet chases later.
That was actually a bit easier than I anticipated, despite our opponent having an Electro Wizard, Pekka, and a Furnace. I guess this deck is way better against mid-ladder than I ever expected. And let's check where we are in the world. I think we're actually ranked after that one. 7,500, baby. All right, we got a game against someone from the Barbie world. Dude, is life plastic and fantastic? I feel like if you're going to end up going in for a Skeleton King in the back, you've got the credit card. You've got the ultimate plastic card of Clash Royale. So it makes sense that you're living in a Barbie's world. I want to go in for a mini Pekka here and kill the Skeleton King before he gets too many souls. If the Skeleton King doesn't have any skeletons to spawn and you click the ability, yes, you're going to kill my mini Pekka. It still might be a decent trade for you because maybe you don't have any of the distractions in your deck besides like a Barbarrel for 2 elixir, and it's around the same thing. So makes sense for him to do that, but it's not that good for him compared to what it could be. All right, so the bats are going to come down. I really want him to go in for a tornado here. He doesn't. Why isn't he tornadoing that back? Does he not have it in his deck? What the heck? Are you kidding me? I don't understand how I just did that amount of damage in single elixir with bats and a hog rider, but it's all good. It happens. Oh, he's saving up for the freeze and he's got arrows in the deck. He didn't have it. There's no way. Let's go. We keep the firecracker alive too. All right, so I want to highlight something really quick. I wait with my earthquake. When you see the graveyard immediately spawn, if you click your earthquake immediately, what happens is the earthquake comes down and the graveyard skeletons haven't spawned yet. So you just like waste the graveyard and you feel like a fool. So don't feel like a fool. Make your opponents feel absolutely horrible by going in for the graveyard counters at the right point. Also, since he doesn't have Baby Dragon in cycle, he has to arrows on this. So because I know that he has arrows in graveyard, oh, he left the game. He doesn't want to play anymore. And he didn't have arrows. He had a tornado. What was he doing all this time? You know what? I don't know. We're going to bounce on to the next one. The outplay potential that this deck has is absolutely extreme. And we made this guy a complete meme. Keeping our firecracker alive inside the frozen graveyard has been an experience that I've never seen before. And it made this guy rage quit. After making that graveyard player rage quit, now we're 6,400 in the world. All right, so jump into the action. We're going to see what's happening. We're going to see what's cooking in Connor's kitchen. Okay, if you want to go for wall breakers at the start, it makes me a bit of a sad sir, because if you think about it, I'm spending way more elixir than you, bats and skeletons, and I feel obligated to go in for my hog rider here because I wanted to support my bats. I didn't want to have them wander down a pathway in life all by themselves. He can't tornado, and that was like the best possible position, because if my hog rider had any more hit points, he would have tornadoed and pulled it to the king tower. But since it was barely enough for that one hit, it was wonderful. No! You know I don't have tornadoes, so you're going for a miner in a spot that I don't predict. Okay, this guy is quite good. Oh, he's going to tornado on the mini pekka. I got to go in. I got to go insane. Because if he tornadoes on the mini pekka, I'm going to lose. So, yeah. Most of the time, whenever you see someone with like the Magic Archer, Wall Breakers, fast cycle deck, they're going to have tornado. And if you drop a mini pekka or you drop a hog rider by itself without an ice golem, they will tornado that to the king tower. Let's go. So I played aggressive and it paid off. No king tower activation for him. And you know, we're up a lot of damage too. This game is going to be spicy though. If I save my mini packer for the miner, he could go for wall breakers and just bamboozle me. Yeah, he played that really well. I don't think the bats are able to kill the wall breakers, guys. Nope. Nope. He played that well and he deserved the well played. See, when people outplay you and they get damage, you don't have buildings. You don't have ways of saving yourself. I should have dropped the mini packer on top of the double wall breakers because the mini packer full counters the wall breakers. But I dropped it on the miner to save all the damage, and I got greedy, so that was a bad decision. He's going to tornado that directly to the king. I should have dropped an ice golem with it. Is what it is. We'll live and we'll learn, and we'll always play better. If I mini pekka, we're going to mini pekka on top of his wall breakers instead, so we've learned that lesson as well. I can earthquake because we were able to finish off the Magic Archer with that one hit of the firecracker. Beautiful. Let's go, guys. Okay, so I can't hog rider because he's just going to go in for either a good counter. Actually, I can. Because I can log on Wallbreaker since he doesn't have miner to tank. Great, 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 great. So now the building is out of cycle, so that's a good trade for me overall. If I go in for an Ice Golem, the Spear Goblins do no damage. Whew, I thought that was going to hit my tower because the Spear Goblin was in a weird direction there. Okay, I can cycle like Mini Pekka here. I can go in for a Firecracker, and then I can go in for a Hog Rider because he doesn't have a building in cycle. I think that we're able to get value with the Firecracker. Woo, let's go. Mini Pekka, give us enough damage to break through the Valkyrie, please. No, we're not going to be able to break through the Valkyrie. If the Valk died, that would have been a vibe. But the skeletons here, full counter. Nope, they don't. I have to log. Oh my gosh, please. Kill it. Oh my goodness. I didn't think it was going to die. I was looking at it for a second. I was like, that's definitely not dead. What's happened here? It was wacky. All right, if I Hog Rider, I need to go in for an Earthquake to be able to shut down this Magic Archer. Earthquake log does kill Magic Archer. Okay, we're going to log and we're going to go for skeletons. Maybe he messed this up. I think the skeletons are able to full shut down. Nice. Magic Archer, I don't even want to Earthquake that, because if I do, then I'm down a bit of Elixir. Okay, yeah. Because the Mini Pekka is going to be able to kill the Magic Archer here. That's great. He can go in for an EQ on the Bomb Tower that he has to drop. Looks like the Mini Pekka is tanking for the King Tower too, so he has to go for a Valkyrie in a position that he would never want to. But a Firecracker here, we're going to get poison position for him to go in for a Miner, so I'm going to go for Skeletons, and I'm going to Mini Pekka, and we'll show you guys the way. We will show you the way. Mini Pekka will not leave me in dismay. Full counters, baby. Let's go. We can Hog Rider here as well, and then he's going to go in for another defensive building. He has to. He has to go in for a building. He needs to. Oh, he got back to it. No, tragic. We're going to Ice Golem again. We're going to eat all the Valkyrie damage because I have to, not because I want to. Magic Archer is going to lock onto my tower. Oh, this is really bad. He outplayed me a bit. That Wall Breakers, too, was super smart. But he's kind of dropping more elixir than I would have because I think I can log this. Oh, no, I don't need to. Are the bats going to lock onto the tower? Not quite, not quite. Maybe I can get an Ice Golem down and then mini Pekka at the river. If the Hog Rider is able to give us a hit, we can win the game. Maybe I can pre-log on Spear Goblins down the middle. Okay, he dropped he dropped Valkyrie instead. That's not what we were looking for. That's definitely not what we were looking for, Chief. Can I Earthquake my way through and then get a Firecracker down as well and then get back to another Hog Rider before he's expecting it? Because if we can keep the Firecracker alive, we can still win. I'm going to mini Pekka because he's going to pre-log.
You triggered my trap card!
He's going to Wall Breakers. Magic Archer's coming down. I need to log on that. That was such a good Magic Archer, and he's going to Tornado it directly into alignment. No. So as you can see, I think this type of matchup might be miserable for you if your opponent has Tornado, a fast cycle, and a building, and then a Magic Archer because you don't have a building to stop their wall breakers. You always have to drop units, usually directly down the middle. So you will have to significantly outplay your opponent to win that matchup. Jumping into this game, we're already going to give him a King to activation. Does not feel fantastic. He tried to time the log so then he wouldn't take any damage. If you log it back and then the Fisherman pulls, obviously the Hog Rider is not going to hit if you log it at the exact moment. But he messed up, so it feels pretty good for us. Even if you activate King Tower here, I can get Skeletons down and go and pull the Fisher Boy. Wait, the Fisher Boy got distracted by his own distraction? Like, it seemed that the unit that he wanted to pull died with the Electro Spirit targeting it. And then the Fisherman just didn't know where to go. He felt very lost in this world. That's beautiful. We can cycle a Firecracker and then get Skeletons down and then get back to another Ice Golem. And the reason why I'm playing a little bit more defensive right now with my Ice Golem is because we want to kite the minions. If I don't kite the minions and kite the Giant Skeleton, I'm definitely going to lose this game. So don't want to fall prey to Giant Skeleton spam because it is one of the strongest cards in Clash Royale at the moment. Firecracker is able to finish off the rest of the Hunter. And then I can go in for a Hog Rider here as well. And if I continuously go in for Hog Riders with our Firecracker, that's where we're going to get damage when our opponent's at a low amount of elixir because he has to deal with the Firecracker as well. Even if you fully counter the Hog Rider and you go in for a Fisherman, then you're not going to be able to stop all the splash damage that we can get with the Firecracker. So that's why this deck is really good if you play it at the highest possible level. Doing that at a low elixir amount, our opponent doesn't have elixir to stop everything. Firecracker will always give us that splash. So that's why I guess there's a lot of top 20 win players with it. But for me, you know, it's not easy to pull that interaction off. It's something that we can do if we have a lot of practice and we get the right moment. I'm going to Ice Golem here because the guy is going to have to go in for a Fisherman to counter that, and then he's going to go for Hunter as well, guaranteeing that we at least get one hit. And we know that this guy is likely going to end up having Royal Giant. Because we don't have any buildings, this probably is one of the most difficult matchups we could ever play against. So I'm going to go for Skeletons here, so then the Fisherman goes and kites the wrong thing. That's awesome. I love that the Fisherman just feels so derpy today. Very rarely can I laugh at a Fisherman and be like, yeah, you know, you're just not that good of a card. But today, I guess the tables are turning. Okay, so I'm going to Ice Golem. So if he goes in for Fisherman, he's going to pull onto that. And then the Fisherman's going to go and lock onto Skeletons instead of pulling the Firecracker. Making predictions on these Fishermen today has been popping off for me. I'm going to go for Bats. Oh, no. The Electro Spirit was incredible for him. Okay, I'm going to Firecracker as well so we can get some source of splash damage. Okay, 1 HP. I will definitely take that tower. You are not going to go and pull some Morton Surgical Goblin shenanigans on us, bro. No CRL Finals shenanigans here at all. I can go in for double Firecrackers and then go in for an Ice Golem as well. And for whatever reason, the Royal Giant player playing against someone without a single building in their entire deck is now laughing and realizing that he got destroyed. GG, well played and peace out. You just know that people laughing are just trying to hide back their tears. This guy is not having a good time. And after that win, we are 3,300 in the world. Jumping into this one against the Mr. Moneyman, we're rushing through with the Hog Rider. My favorite play with this deck every single time. Also, I think Ice Golem's going to be a profound counter to the Goblins, but he had Fire Spirit. I hate playing against Goblin Drill because it always has Bomber or Fire Spirit or some source of splash damage. So if you counter the Goblin Drill, you're still going to face the fact that you take like 600 damage for no reason. It is what it is. Nice! This guy is going to have the strongest card in the game. Yes, I think Giant Skeleton is the best card in Clash Royale, and I will fight you guys on that. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think the best card in the game is. With the amount of health this thing has, the ability to clog up the lane so I can't go on the same side. Ooh, okay. Well, that just made me freak out. I was like, Am I getting attacked? What's going on? And Apple just did not want me to break through, apparently. But yeah, with the amount of health it has, the ability to disrupt pushes, and also just its consistency to remove bait cards that would distract it. One of the strongest cards that has ever breathed in Clash Royale. Also, this guy will only have a cannon to stop me, and I can earthquake on the cannon every time. Or if you go for skeletons and log, then... Oh, let's go! That's going to lock onto the tower, doing some huge damage, hitting a home run on the tower. Let's go! And you can see that this guy is a salty sir. He is not having a good time. It just feeds me. It makes me happy when someone spams the CRL emoji after they take damage. Like, seriously, you're running Goblin Drill Giant Skeleton, one of the strongest decks in the entire game, one of the lowest skill decks with a champion too, and you're running against someone that has Firecracker, Hog Rider, Quick Card Cycle, a deck that doesn't even have a building, and without champions, and you're giving me the CRL emote. Okay, all right, dude. I love the cognitive dissonance there. All right, so the Firecracker is able to damage down the Archer Queen from the side. That's awesome. As you guys can see, I love the fact that Firecrackers and Dark Goblins put in so much work against people that use Archer Queen, because the Archer Queen isn't able to give him as much value as he wants if it's not able to hit my stuff. So I really like that. If he goes invisible, he has to because of the Firecracker, right? Like something that he should be doing. But if he doesn't, like, it's gonna die to a log. Where's the salt? Where's the salt emoji now, bro? That was definitely luck. That was not a skill issue, of course. All right, we're gonna go in for skeletons here. I'm gonna go for a Hog Rider. He's gonna go in for a cannon. We'll earthquake on it, and then we'll make a good prediction. He didn't do anything to go and pull that, so just gonna give us a lot of value. He's gonna go for skeletons along with a log or a fire spirit. Okay, we didn't hit the fire spirit, but I knew he was gonna drop it. And then with 15 seconds remaining, he's giving us a good game. So he realizes that he lost, and he finally does accept it. Beating salty players in Clash Royale is one of the most favorite things that I have in the game. Let me know down below in the comment section what your favorite moment in Clash Royale is. For me, these type of wins are by far the most satisfying, especially when they have such a meta deck with champions that is just played by everyone in the game. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an amazing rest of your day.